It says, with millions of Earth-like exoplanets yet to be discovered, some argue that additional telescope technology investments are necessary. Right away, remember, you need to start with the subject and then the verb, which is over here, right? So this one says, some argue. Some is people over here, some people, right? Argue, right? What did they argue? That we need to spend more money. That's what it says, right? And then you could check the part that's underlined over here. They want you to fix this. It says, with millions of Earth-like exoplanets. So what they're saying is, the subject next to it that is modifying has millions of exoplanets. That makes no logical sense, right? And this kind of error comes out often, especially with dangling modifiers, where they give you some kind of ing participle phrase, and then the subject does not match at all. So this one, millions of people cannot have, or, sorry, that's wrong. Some people cannot have millions of planets on them. That's what A logically says, right? That's what it says, right? What about B? We'll skip B for now. It could be a possible answer. We'll just get rid of all the modifier errors, right? So C says, by thinking that there is millions of Earth-like planets. So the main idea over here is thinking. By this thinking, right? Yet to be discovered, some argue. By this thinking. I mean, see if that makes any sense at all. I know thinking, who can do the thinking? Some people, right? But the original sentence says, we have so many planets, and this is the reason why we should, spend more money. That's the logic that they're trying to convey, right? So it can't be C. What about D? D is actually pretty good. It says, aware of the Earth-like exoplanets in the millions. So who is aware? The people. Some over here, right? But the thing is, the original sentence, remember, try to stick to the original sentence as best as possible. It says there's millions of Earth-like planets. That's the original idea, millions. But over here, the millions is put so far away, it loses the effect, right? It says, aware of the Earth-like exoplanet. That's the main idea. This is the prepositional phrase that's modifying this part over here, right? So you need to put millions in the front, and the millions of what? Planets, right? So it can't be D. So you have to pick between A and E. B and E, and remember I said because is, because gives a reason, and which I think that's what they want you to look for, right? So let's look at this. E says, because millions of Earth-like exoplanets have yet to be discovered, means we haven't found them yet, but they're out there. Some argue, people argue, right? And remember, this is a dependent clause. Millions of exoplanets have yet to be discovered, right? Dependent clause and independent clause sentence, right? Because, there's millions of planets we haven't discovered, we need to spend money. That's what E says. So, which is better? Is it B or E? B says, because of Earth-like exoplanets in the millions. Right? Again, this thing is the same thing as this error in D. They're putting the millions in the back. Right? Even though they're giving a reason. Right? And again, this is just a phrase. It's not a clause like over here, like a dependent clause. And how can you check? It says millions of Earth-like exoplanets have yet to be discovered. That can stand alone as a sentence, but this millions is far away, it could be closer, and is simply a phrase that really doesn't do anything. Okay, so the answer is E.